Hello, coolers. Welcome back to Viva Barca and welcome to the home of everything Barcelona, where we are going to be discussing on the latest developing stories. We start with our president, Joan Laporta, who has been fined €602 for approaching the referee after El Clasico. We are going to be discussing on that as we move ahead. Then secondly, we are going to be discussing on three possible changes manager Xavi could make to the starting lineup for Barcelona vs Villareal. We are also going to be discussing on that. So guys, before we get right into it, please do ensure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch right up to the very end. Barcelona have endured a difficult week, which saw them not only draw 3-3 with Inter Milan in the UEFA Champions League, but also slump to a 3-1 defeat at the hands of arch-rivals Real Madrid. Shortly after the game against Real Madrid, it was reported that President Joan Laporta was very furious at the referee and stormed through the dressing room, asking for explanations of some of his decisions. Such was confirmed by the referee himself after the contest, and it appears the organization committee of La Liga has now decided to step in, handing Laporta a fine of €602 according to Mundo Deportivo. The Barcelona president was fined under Section 133 of the Disciplinary Code regarding non-compliance with orders, instructions, agreements, or regulatory obligations. The locker room area in a football stadium has been covered by Article 255 of the General Regulations, where it is stated that only members of the refereeing teams, the registered players and coaches will have access to the locker rooms, along with doctors, physiotherapists, ATS, and the delegates of the track clubs. Members of the RFEF, the delegate party and federation, along with the arbitrary organization, are also allowed inside the locker rooms, but not club presidents such as Laporta. As such, the committee has handed the Barca Supremo a maximum fine, which is €602. Earlier this week, RFEF President Luis Rubiales, who is under investigation for corruption, confirmed that he had talked to Laporta regarding that incident, condemning the incident. Of course, Laporta was so mad after Barca's poor performances, especially the one against Real Madrid, where he reportedly went down and confronted the match referee that why did you not give penalties to these players or whatever. But he was annoyed, understandably so. But according to the rules, he did not follow the rules because club presidents are not supposed to enter the locker rooms of match referees. So it was something that was under the law. So he was fined according to the law of La Liga. So you'll be just €602. You know, that's not too big for Laporta to pay, right? Performances have been poor, and I think the president himself is not happy. But he still continues to back the manager, Xavi Hernandez, always saying that Xavi still have 100% trust as the leader of the project that they have entrusted him to. But let's see, we play against Villareal later tonight, and we are expecting results to come our way. If not, it's going to be a disaster. We need to bounce back in this game, as we need to make use of the home support at the Camp Nou. And definitely, I think President Laporta will be keen to see that Xavi bounces back too. You know, you can feel the anger. Of course, the summer after all the race selling TV rights, activating economic levers, all that was just to ensure that our club compete at the highest level as soon as possible, without necessarily going through transitions as most of the other clubs do. We know that Barca is a highly competitive club, and Laporta is hungry to bring back this club to the level it once was. And you know, you can quite understand his frustrations after the El Clasico defeat. And even though there were some really poor officiating refereeing, like the referee had some decisions that were really poor, as it has been the case for many of our games, but definitely generally we have been poor. So we cannot say we're blaming all in referees for the results that have not gone our way lately. So Laporta will have to pay a fine. Luis Rubiales, the REFEF president, yesterday I did report how Rubiales condemned the act from Joan Laporta, that he had no right to go and be confronting the referees and whatever. Of course, it is what it is. Laporta is annoyed, but hopefully I think he will not repeat that after this fine that he has been fined. It was just a moment of anger when sometimes you can't control yourself. You just have to just throw it all out, you know. So let's hope that Xavi can bring the results, that the president himself will be happy, and such act will not repeat itself again. Now Laporta can be paying 602 euros. That's an amount that he shouldn't have paid. Had it been that Barca performed well and at least we got a result, we got the results by our side. So let's hope that things get better for us, because it is sad to see the way we have been playing so far, but I definitely think that we are going to bounce back if Xavi can learn from his mistakes. Then moving on to the next story of discussion. After a forgettable week that saw them get held to a draw by Inter Milan and lose to Real Madrid, Barcelona will be gunning to produce a strong reaction when the host Villareal spotted Camp Nou on Thursday night. The Blaugrana were beaten 3-1 at the Santiago Bernabeu by Real, which saw them drop down to the second place in the La Liga table, currently 3 points behind their leaders. Barca could see the gap widen to 6, with Los Blancos playing Elche. In fact, they've already played Elche and they won Elche 3-0. So it is of paramount importance that Xavi Hernandez and co return to winning ways to keep up the pressure on their eternal rivals. In the build-up to that game, the manager confirmed that he will make changes and rotate his troops for Thursday's game. And here we are going to take a look at 3 possible alterations that manager Xavi could make against Villareal. We start with Xavi in, possibly for Sergio Busquets, who can be benched. Captain Busquets has come for a lot of criticism lately for his error-strewn displays against Inter Milan and Real Madrid. Given that there is no like-for-like backup for the veteran, Xavi has been unable to rotate him effectively enough, and the minutes seem to have caught up for the midfielder. So there is a very good chance that the manager takes his keeper out of the firing line on Thursday. In his new place, Xavi, fresh after the Copa Trophy triumph, should be reinstated to the starting 11. The 18-year-old will take up one of the interior midfield positions and add a bit of energy in the center of the park, while Frenkie de Jong moves to the pivot role. Then the next possible change will be Ansu Fati in for Ousmane Dembele or Rafinha. Both Ousmane Dembele and Rafinha have gone off the ball in recent weeks, with the duo not clicking as expected, so there's a good chance that either one or both of them could be axed from the starting 11 against Villareal. Xavi could decide to drop Rafinha and move Dembele out on the right wing, where he has looked dangerous in the past, and the vacant left wing berth could then go to Ansu Fati. The La Masia forward was one of the few bright spots for Barca against Real Madrid, as he played a role in Ferran Torres' goal. Xavi has been cautious with Fati this season owing to his past injury troubles, but judging from his performance on Sunday, the young forward seems ready to take up more responsibility and feature much more regularly, than he has so far. Then the next possible changes that Xavi could make is Jordi Alba in for Alejandro Balde. Jordi Alba has essentially become the third choice left back at Barca this season, but with Marcos Alonso not having the desired impact in the games that he has played and Alejandro Balde's lack of experience coming to the fore in the El Clasico, the veteran could get an opportunity to win his place back. Alba had a decent cameo against Real Madrid, during which he showed good attacking intent. Furthermore, Alba has a solid connection with Ansu Fati, and their partnership could be key for Barcelona to unlock a stubborn Villarreal defense that has let in just 3 goals the whole this La Liga season. So guys, with that we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.